Alright, what's up, fuckwads? It's, did you get down? No one's clapping for you. Fucking pit bulls, dude. They think, like, you make a little clap of the hands. Like, look, this thing's like, oh, I just come running over. Clappy the hand, clappy the hand. Here, go play Barbies. You guys got video to do, son. Video. Anyway, motherfuckers, this is your boy Stack. It's Friday. It's a good Friday. It's not a Rebecca Black Friday, but it's a Friday, alright. A pretty awesome statistic finally just came out. To me, at least, vindicating and, you know, almost taking it back for the man. Tallahassee, Florida, which, if you live in Florida, if you don't go to college, or, you know, you're not associated with anything to do with the public, you know, school system, you've never been to fucking Tallahassee. There's no point. There's literally a highway where you would be forced to go off the highway to visit an attraction that's not an attraction of Tallahassee. So Tallahassee was bestowed with, a remarkable honor. Very remarkable. Very proud. I'm a happy camper with this. And I am proud to report that Tallahassee is America's pot-smoking capital of the country. That's right. Oh, in the same title, Miami isn't even on the list. Looks like you bitches fell off not only in football, but in smoking fucking herb, fuckers. You know, the funny part is, I'll give a quick, brief overview about what this came about. This was based upon the pot culture, the active chapter of national organizations for the reform of marijuana laws, and also statistics involving marijuana arrests. And now, you know, from these stats, which are, you know, I think are a little skewed because we have a little bit more people here, but regardless, we only have 180,000 some odd people in this town. So going off of 180,000 people per capita, per arrest, per, you know, pot smoking initiative, fucking, what does that tell you? We smoke a lot of goddamn weed here, I guess. Which is pretty fucking awesome, because it proves my next point, that the retarded ass Playboy Party School of the Year that comes out every year, like we're like number 5 or number 10 sometimes. Dude, we're number 1 every fucking year, okay? I do not want to hear it. There's more fucking coke, more weed, sluts, booze, DUIs, deaths, more fucked up shit than you could imagine goes on at this school than most other schools in the entire country, okay? And, you know, why I will support this, you know, at least with the marijuana, premise for judging, you know, they did it on marijuana arrests, the amount of people that were actively involved in the marijuana legislation process. So we got potheads here that are so into pot, they're trying to help make laws about pot. That takes a lot of work for anybody, but that's a lot of work for fucking someone who's stoned. So you can tell how much these motherfuckers love their weed. You know, and not to mention the fact that, you know, we got tons of people getting arrested and shit. So when you go to Playboy, dude, they got their top 10. Where the fuck are we? Oh, LSU, number 1 last year, bullshit. Like, University of Santa Barbara, University of Florida is number 3. Yo, University of Florida is number 31 on the marijuana list. This is just absurd, okay? You know why it's absurd? I'll tell you why. Because Playboy, they judge their party school rankings on, like, dumb shit, like amount of beer bought per capita, or, you know, football fucking ranking, and just dumb shit, okay? Let me tell you something. You want to rank a fucking party school, Playboy, you, of all people, should know this. By the way, Playboy, is the mansion not, you know, did the quarantine get lifted yet? You know, did it get lifted or no? If people out there don't know this, last week, the Playboy Mansion had a party. And they had to quarantine it because over 225 people got sick. Upwards, it was like typhus and fucking H1N1, swine flu. And the bacteria were breeding in the hot tubs and the swim pools, basically. You know, which is pretty disgusting. But in the same note, I mean, it's not herpes or AIDS. You know, I might get me some typhus and some fucking swine flu to get some of that fucking pussy that shows up at that party. But for people that are having parties that have 200 people become quarantined because of the amount of booze and fucking blowing backs out that are going down, you would think they would realize that the statistics they rate a party school on really have nothing to do with partying, okay? Number one, if you want to rate it on chicks and partying and all that shit, why don't you, like, for instance, Playboy has in there some shit about, like, we're completely out of this. The amount and the closest availability of plastic surgery clinics, okay? What the fuck does that have to do with partying, okay? Number one, okay, we have more girls at Florida State than any other public university or school in Florida with fake tits. You know why? Because all the hot dumb ones who have rich families send their daughters here, and they're gonna show their fake tits off to the better looking dudes. They could show off their fake tits and enjoy their fake tits in a more conducive environment such as Florida State, whereas if you go to UF, there's a bunch of dudes shoving rulers up their ass thinking they're all smart because their douchebag school is the only school in the whole fucking state that grades on an A+ scale. Well, you can get above a 4.0, so that's why your GPAs are higher. Fucking cockwads. But anyways, I mean, it's cool if you want to brag about how great you're doing in science and shit, but I'd rather brag about how much pussy I'm getting. You know, you can talk all this shit. You guys are Florida rejects. No, not me, bitch. I came from Philadelphia. And let me tell you something. You're the fucking rejects. You're making fun of us because you're better at school. Meanwhile, I'm juggling 4-to-1 girl-to-guy ratio down here, just pussy dripping out of every hand that I have available to hold. I'm like holding a foot up just to keep a snatch fucking afloat because there's so much fucking vag running wild down here. So that's the funny thing about the party school thing. Like, you know, obsolete things like where the closest plastic surgery clinic. Dude, we have more young sluts that drive 3 Series BMWs, of course, with fake tits, that suck dick and blow coke at this school than any other place in the whole state of Florida, or the country for that matter. Just because UM did pretty well at football a few times, bro, you can't even go over 20 miles an hour within the vicinity of 15 miles of their campus or you get pulled over. Bro, this is like a swamp cesspool of awesomeness, this town. It's just a little shithole in the middle of nowhere. We have the #1 black university in the goddamn fucking country right next to us. And then we have FSU. And the amount of partying that's going down in this fucking town is it's insanity. It's fucking insanity. You know, what was it, a couple weeks ago? I mean, I've been working at a club for like 10 years. You know how many fucking times I've rubbed elbows with fucking like Trick Daddy, Rick Ross, T-Pain, all these motherfuckers, not to mention T-Pain's from here, but all these motherfuckers, you know why they come here? Because they love coming here, because it's the shit, it's a badass party school. It's midway from Miami, you know, to Atlanta. It's a fucking great pit stop to get some young pussy, get fucked up, and have a good time. So I just wanted to say, #1, good, Florida State, we're top in weed, I like that. And that's also coming from a conservative state. We're a conservative state, but we're so liberal up here, I guess, in Tallahassee, I guess because of the pot and all that shit, but it's pretty kick-ass. So it's just weird to know that somehow UF is #3 on the list for #1 party school by Playboy, yet they're 31, statistically speaking, on marijuana use. I guess they party differently over there, like maybe Playboy thinks partying is having a 6-pack of cold beers or a couple Mike's hard lemonades or twisted teas. I don't think so, dude. Partying in this place is fucking railing lines of fucking yayo, fucking blowing backs out, fucking pounding beers to alcohol fucking poison sits in, getting the fuck back up, doing it all over again, and just fucking kicking fucking ass. This place kicks fucking ass, okay? So Playboy, you're stupid. Hope you guys get all your diseases cured up. And thank you, America, for voting. You know, I'm going to really, I'm going to put some banners on my website. We're going to keep this going. And by the way, hope my boy Alex, fucking keeping it cush down there in Miami gets this. Keepitcush.com, all his little fucking super dope fly outfits. You know, you got all these shirts and shit about keeping it cush, which is great because, you know, only I guess sophisticated, financially stable men and women can keep it cush because other people buy swag, but they don't sell swag here. It's cush all the way. So big ups to him because he was, you know, I guess he saw something in the movement from, you know, went to school here for 4 years. Then he goes back down to Miami, comes up with a great idea for a company. You know, I think Tallahassee must have influenced it a little bit, being that we're the #1 fucking capital of smoking weed in America. So we're getting it in, we're getting some, and I'm really proud of us today. It's a big moment for Tallahassee. We might not have anything in, you know, of relevance here except for football, a movie theater, and drinking beers at the pool and looking at girls with fake titties. But we got the #1 fucking school, not even school, capital, smoking weed. Awesome. Get some. Stackhouse is out. It's Friday. I'm not going to smoke no bud tonight. I'm probably just going to fucking raw dog bitches and drink a lot of Mick Ultras. So I'll get my vices in. You get your vices in. But if you need some good weed, apparently, and it's, you know how hard it is to get weed to Tallahassee? Shit, importing weed to Tallahassee is almost impossible. There ain't no ports here. You got to drive that bitch like 8 hours from Miami. I'm not even getting into all that. But just imagine. It's hard to get here, and we still get it here. Get some. Stackhouse is out.
Nightmare!